10 signs your relationship is falling apart. When it comes to dating, there's a seemingly endless list of difficult decisions to be made: whether or not to get married, where to live, who gets to choose the movie. But perhaps the most difficult of them all is coming to terms with the signs your relationship is falling apart and deciding it's time to move on. 1. You no longer communicate. Good communication is a fundamental part of any healthy relationship as you resolve arguments and decide how to run your lives as a couple. It may not go smoothly at first, but communication can be worked on and improved over the years. However, if one or both of you isn't willing to put in the effort or has checked out altogether, it's obviously a huge indicator that it's time to move on. 2. You don't spend time together. If your relationship was good in any way, you'd still want to spend time together. Movie nights, dinner dates, they'd still be options instead of distant memories. So take note if your partner no longer wants to hang to this as a bad sign, saying they are spending more and more time away from you on designated nights and have excuses for why this is. Sound familiar? Then it may be a sign it's over. 3. There's a total lack of affection. It's totally normal to have less physical intimacy after the honeymoon phase of the relationship. You know, when you can't keep your hands off each other. But if you are no longer getting intimate at all, much less cuddling or kissing each other goodbye before work, then it could mean the end is nigh. This signifies disconnection. It may just be a temporary reaction to stress, but if it's been going on for some time, it could indicate a relationship decline. 4. Some secrets are clearly floating around. If you have that gut feeling that something is going on behind your back, or that your partner has checked out, you're, sadly, probably right. And one indicator of this is secrets, or the ever-present suspicion of them. They have become more secretive about where they are, who they are with, and who they are talking to. Of course, this can go both ways, so take note of your own desire to be sketchy and secretive. 5. Your fuses are both so short. When you truly love someone, you'll find that their eccentricities become part of their charm. Socks on the floor, cereal bowls on the table, it's also cute, in a weird way. When you're not with the right person, however, you may find yourself blowing up over the smallest things. You'll find yourself arguing all the time over this small stuff, and occasionally bigger stuff. It's not fun or charming at all. 6. You've exhausted your compromises. There's absolutely nothing wrong with disagreeing with your partner and even occasionally arguing. It's a normal, healthy part of any relationship. It only becomes a problem when you and your partner can't seem to stop. Pointing to couples who do just that, they have exhausted the debate to the point where one person feels that there is no hope for compromise. The moment you're no longer willing to bend for each other, the relationship is essentially already over. 7. Your self-esteem feels affected. Couples can knock each other down for any number of reasons: jealousy, codependence, fear of abandonment, and it's clearly not a healthy way to be. In a good partnership, people should lift one another up, not bring them down. If that's the case, you can try to talk about it. But if neither of you are willing to change your behavior, it may be time to part ways. 8. One or both of you has an escape plan. Do you have a fully formulated escape plan in your head? Well, there's a reason for that. It's easy to get enveloped in these thoughts. Sometimes they are escape outlets when you feel particularly trapped. But if such fantasies arise more and more frequently, and with greater detail, your subconscious may be sending you strong messages that it's time to get out. If that seems to be the case, consider putting your plan into action. 9. There's a sense of apathy. They say the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. And that couldn't be more true in a relationship that's coming apart at the seams. When your partner does or doesn't do something that you expect, want or need, and you shrug it off as unimportant, this shows that you are disengaged from the relationship. 10. You have experienced impulsive breakups. If you constantly find yourselves breaking up only to get back together later that day, it could be you're both desperately trying to end it. When such a couple gets back together, the original feelings that caused the impulsive breakup in the first place are still there. For many of these relationships, getting back together merely postpones the inevitable, as the clock continues to tick toward an inevitable expiration date. If you think of any reason to add to the list, do not hesitate to share it with us in the comment.